Good evening, everyone. I'm just waiting, give it a few minutes, see if anyone's late, and then we'll get started. I'm going to join on my other phone so that I can see what you guys can see, because I hate this thing where the other day I was actually chatting away, changing slides, and the slides weren't moving, but I didn't know the slides weren't moving. So join.
Well, you did say this is AI for non-techies, so we'll excuse you that. Yeah.
I am completely non-tech. I always make a joke when I do this. I'm like, I can't even work Zoom, let alone do AI. No, but AI is easy. The Zoom is not. I'm just going to join myself here. And that's the joke. Let my audio. There we go. Okay, good. So you can see that. Right. So I can stop that for a moment. Come back to that in a minute. Just checking the right things, like in the right place. I don't know, it's far more terrifying than talking to you guys. Just setting up the Zoom is always petrifying to me. It's like and I had what was it? I sometimes my internet fails me. And I had one presentation where I had to give up on the computer completely. Hopefully that will happen tonight. And I had to do it on my phone. Then I couldn't use my slides for some reason. I can't remember. Oh, I think the slides didn't work. There was something like that. Oh, the slides had been, AI had failed me and it had lied and the slides weren't there. So can you imagine? I'm like about to go live going, where are the slides? Slides. Oh my God.
It hallucinated and said, "Yeah, yeah, they're there," just
I
because
had
it
to
wanted
wing
to knock
it.
off. Yeah.
I had to completely wing it. Right, let's get rid of me and the other one and now turn me on over here. Right, I think we probably have whoever is actually coming. Some people said that they would just take the recording. So, do you know, it's so funny, all these note taking. I'm like, oh, there's note taking and there's that and I'm just like, yeah, approve. God knows what you could be sending. I don't know. I just say yes to it all. Let me see. Good evening, everyone. I'm going to keep the participant window over there for a minute and then we can go to me. Yeah, I'm there. Oh, so actually, we've got Jason for some reason. Fine, I can see you, but I got. Now that's weird. So, why is Jason? Can everybody except me mute? Yes, everyone's muted. So I don't know why it's doing that. So just pin me. Hang on. Do 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 do. Okay, everyone's okay. Test. Can everyone hear me and see me? Excellent. Sort off to a good start. So, good evening. Tonight, we are talking about AI as a business partner. And this is my favorite subject because I am obsessed with AI, but I'm obsessed with AI as a non-tech person because I listen to some of these vibe coding podcasts and the Claude bot, whatever it's called, Open Claude, then it's renamed to Molebot, whatever. And I'm like, oh my God, these are all tech guys, software engineers, like, oh, I'm never going to code again because I'm doing using Claude Code. And like, just so you know, that's not me. Okay. I am the girl that can't work Zoom. I'm blonde. However, despite that, I am obsessed with AI because it is the wind beneath my wings. It has actually changed my life. So, tell you a little bit about me. So I am actually a horse trainer and a professional sports coach and have been doing that all my life. So you think, well, how the hell do I get into AI? So many years ago, my mum died, and I decided that I wasn't going to want to be training forever. And besides which, I needed a lot more money after my mum died because I used to live with her and I couldn't live with her anymore, obviously, because she was gone. So I thought, what else can I do? Oh, my dream is to be a life coach. And so I had actually already trained as a life coach like 12 years ago, but I was like, okay, it's time. It was always going to be my retirement plan. So I thought, here we go, we're going to become a life coach. And I thought, no, I kind of did Tony Robbins, Bob Proctor. I did all these things, amazing training. And then I thought, oh, I'm also going to learn how to market myself. So I went off and I learned organic marketing, I learned Facebook marketing, YouTube, offer creation, did Russell Brunson, ClickFunnels, all of that for years. Okay. And I couldn't do it. Well, not that I couldn't do it. That's not quite true. I basically got in my own way. Okay. Short, sorry, I'm just giving you the very, very short version. So, what's this to do with AI? Because the AI is what made the difference. So, I went and worked with a coach to help me work out my offer. And he used AI. He took my life story and he stuck it on YouTube. This is a year and a half ago. And he stuck it on YouTube and he analyzed it. And then he came back with, look at your strengths and weaknesses. I went, wow, he did that? Seriously? AI did that? And I mean, I barely touched it a year and a half ago. Like it wasn't even a thing. I think it was like, I'd heard of it. So anyway, he introduced me to it. And I'd love to say he turned my life around as a life coach. He did, but not because then he taught me about life coaching. Because that meant for the first time in my life, I had a business partner I could rely on. I was no longer thinking about, oh, what did that guy tell me about lead magnets? And what did that guy tell me about funnels? And what am I supposed to do on my website? And oh my God, what if I need to change my offer? And all those aspects of business that stop a coach and course creators and entrepreneurs and small business owners. They're like the little thing that you start to shop and you don't think about the accounting and the website and the marketing, and everyone wants to do their thing. They want to do the marketing. So just marketing alone, it's like, oh, you got to sell yourself. So I started to use AI. To begin with, I started using it to create courses about my favorite subject, which was life coaching and mindset and things like that. But I just didn't stop there. And then I started like, what's vibe coding? And then what can I do with this? And what can I do with that? Long story short, I became a bit of an expert in GPTs. Now, a GPT is just a little container that you create inside ChatGPT. There's a specialist. It's like, if you like, it's a contained prompt. You don't need to use GPTs. You can use a prompt. But they're nice little boxes that you can access really easily without having to read prompts. And they become like an agent for you. You can basically I have over 100 working for me. And whenever I need a part of my business, I go talk to one of my GPTs. Or, of course, I could prompt AI as well. Or sometimes I talk to Claude, sometimes I talk to Gemini. But my point being is this is why you're here, because I became obsessed with having the support of AI in everything I do. Okay. So that's the background. Let's get on with the show. Let's move to my screen and the slides and here, and then I'm going to move to slideshow. Oh, I know actually what I want to do with that. Hang on a sec. I just want to stop the show and go back. I want to change the view. I have to stop it to go back. And let me try that again and change the view. I want to go as background. There we go. And now I'm being over here. You can see me. Otherwise, it just gets a bit boring. Not you want to see me, but good look at my hat, right? Because my hat's good. Okay. And now slideshow. And check my second phone. Oh, isn't it great when tech works? Okay. It's loading. It's loading. I promise you, there's slides there somewhere. That's also funny about trying to get the slides. Oh no, some of the wrong slide. We don't want to go there. We want to go back. Because I was going through, ever since that day that I had no slides, I was actually checking. I was like, okay, let's make sure the slides are there. AI is no longer just a tool. It is becoming your business partner. In the same way, guys, as I was listening tonight, because I'm obsessed, I was listening to a podcast about AI infrastructure, and like, NVIDIA was the hot company because everything was about the chips. Well, now everything's about the infrastructure. So when AI started, it was all about the prompts. And it was like, oh, the new career is going to be a prompt engineer. Well, that's not invalid. There's still such a thing as a prompt engineer. It's still really cool to have prompts. But little containers like GPTs or actually creating apps, which you can do as well to serve yourself, to have a team that's working for you is the future. It is becoming your business partner. And you say, wow, I can actually do this. That is my goal tonight. If you're not already, if you're already a tech genius, you're probably going to go, oh, this is boring. Because this is really aimed at you if you are not a tech genius yet. I'm going to get rid of my background music. Well, that's very pretty. I think I'll get rid of that. Oh, just for having a really nice, pretty classical music bit, but we'll get rid of that. So let's talk business partners. What's changed? Obviously, in the old days, and this is the great thing, is you can do this. So this is the low-tech version of how to create AI as a business partner. Because you can go and get a mini Mac and you can put your Clawbot on it or whatever, and you can create agents. That is going to be like next month's thing to do, right? This is where we start. This is if you're just getting comfy and you're kind of prompting things and you're playing around, but you are wanting to create your business. Maybe you're a coach, maybe a course creator, maybe you're a plumber and you want to vibe code your website. So what we're talking about here is you don't have to go and hire a software engineer or a social media content creator. Unfortunately, I was one of those, so I'm out of a job now, which is actually also the other reason. Like, okay, now I can do this instead of the old way. But who would hire? I was paid 500 a month to do people's social media. They can do it themselves now. They can write better stuff faster, probably, than me using my brain 2 years ago. And I'd have to think and think about the copy. I went to a Dan Henry copywriting course today. And literally, because I was nicking all this stuff to reverse engineer it, which is what you can do with AI. Shouldn't tell you that because that's really giving it all away. But you can, okay, you can basically, AI is like made the world like China. You can copy everything. But you still have to be you, right? You can copy everything, but if you're going to sit there like, I don't know what to do with that, it's not going to work. But you can, information is now easily accessible. We have a completely different vibe going on in the world. Information is easy. All you have to do now is get the information and then work with it yourself. Like, who is your audience you're going to get the information to and present to them and help them with the information that they can so easily get. So we have to be facilitators now. And that's actually true for entrepreneurs as well. That's not what this slide said, but so in the old days, we would have agencies and you can still pay. The other day, a business coach wanted to charge me £8,000 to do meta ads for me. Okay. So I have written a meta ads GPT that's really clever, that works with my content creation GPT to make really sophisticated copy, which is why I went to the copy summit, to get some new clues, some new things, so I can feed more knowledge into my business partners. I call them the dream team. And they're actually, I have a dream team of GPTs. So the old way, you would get people to do it for you. It took forever. You were wearing every hat. It's exhausting. Okay. Now, one person can almost do everything. And very shortly, you will be able to do everything. I think you might have heard Jack Dorsey, I think he used to own PayPal or something, or Square. And he fired half his employees the other day because he's obviously worked out he just has agents do their job. You know, the interns of the SDU are making the coffee and doing research. Then they're not valuable anymore. They're gone. Or they're going really fast. And the people in copywriting, they'll God help them or what they're going to do. Anyway, one person can run a digital team. So whether that's agents or GPTs, like I don't want you to get hung up on what we're calling them. So I create little friendly prompty containers. I'm going to call them that because again, I'm non-tech, right? Little boxes who I can have know what I want and specialize at certain things. Yes, I can use AI directly, but the boxes kind of mean like I'm asking Jack one thing, Tony another thing, Tom another, and Janet another, and it's really easy. And I can actually have them all working at once. You'll see in a minute because I'm actually going to show you. So AI handles the strategy, content, and sales. So I don't only have it do my lead generation, my sales, my content, my newsjacking that everyone here tonight gets free, the newsjacking app I'm going to show you, which is awesome. But I actually discuss it. Like it's my business partner to discuss strategy with. That's the coolest bit. If you're not using AI to discuss strategy with, you are so missing out. So I have a life coaching offer, and I ran a beta price, and I then had a second price, and I went on to chat. I'm like, what should I do with this? And it was like, you should be £8,000. I went, Dad, don't be so silly. And I talked to it like this, and it's like, well, okay, then maybe 6,000. And I'm like, no, it's still ridiculous. But it made me think. I didn't have that. Now, I could have paid a very expensive business coach to make me have that conversation, but I didn't have to. Now, I'm not just going to believe what it says. It does hallucinate, make stuff up sometimes. I'm probably not an £8,000 coach yet, but it makes you think. It expands your consciousness. This is the best business partner ever. It's actually going to think with you, and it's on your side. I mean, yeah, it can be a bit, too much on your side and tell you what to want to hear, and you've got to watch out for that. But for a fraction of the cost, I've got this brilliant brain sparring with me about my business idea. Who wouldn't want to do that? Ideas become products in minutes. So someone said to me, Lisa, could you help me with translation? I mean, yeah, translation app. Someone else said, whoa, wouldn't it be good if it could analyze people's dates? I'm like, dating app. That's literally, so like I think of something, and I created a really good one the other day, universal law for business. And I created a Think and Grow Rich one. So the moment I have an idea, I create it. Some of them, like maybe they're no good, but you can turn any idea into something because you've got this wind underneath your wings called AI. And it works when you sleep. So there's a chap called go on the YouTube and look up Nat Eliason, and he basically is running $1 million company with a Claude bot or whatever it's called because it does keep changing the name. Okay, I think you get my point. So let me just move my thingy out the way. Can't see my own screen. Perfect. Okay, so your AI dream team. This is what you need to create. This is the simplest way. Yes, you can do apps. Yes, you can do prompts, but the simplest way is create a team of GPTs. Now, everyone loves Claude, and Claude's very good. I'm not knocking Claude. Claude's excellent, but it doesn't have GPTs. So I went to Claude and I said, can you do what Chat's doing? And it went, no. And it said, but I can give you a sophisticated prompt instead. I'm like, no, I like my GPTs. So you create these little boxes that give you everything you want. One is a strategy partner, product builder, content creator, marketing assistant, lead gen engine, customer support, business optimizer. Strategy partner is my favorite one. That's the one when I'm like, hey, what am I going to do about this? I need to make £5,000 next week. And it literally go, well, Lisa, if it's cash fast, you need to do this. I mean, this is incredible. Imagine how much you have to pay a consultant for that conversation. Okay. Now, obviously it's 24/7, and we're going to have a look at, there's a live demo prompt in a minute. You can use it to clarify your niche, generate ideas, and build a roadmap. And this is how AI becomes your strategy partner and your business partner. Now, we can do a live demo prompt here. I wonder if I can do it on my phone here. If I do that, no, that's not going to work. Okay, this is why I need to switch screens. So let me, now this is really basic. So I'm just going to use chat without using a GPT. Let me just switch screens and go back to a different share. Let's go. Now I'm going to apologize in advance for I live in the country on a farm. And consequently, everything is so slow. Yay. Okay, fine. Let me go full screen. It still says news jacking. It's supposed to switch, right? Let's okay, yes, I want to go back to a new chat. Okay, this here, we're gonna show you in a minute. The Dream Team Academy news jack. It's awesome. I will, however, so before we get to told it slow, I'm asking it now to do a new chat and it's like, oh, here we go. I do apologize. You cannot get speed. You can't even get 20 Mbps here. Okay, so act as my strategic business. I'm going to show them to the prompt and partner for my life coaching business. Women over 40. Okay. Oh, look at that. Good to see me. It's so polite. Okay, let's see what it comes. I have no idea what it's going to put in here. Okay. Now, what's really interesting about chat is I have obviously the paid chat. For GPTs to work properly, you need to have the paid chat. And to access them, you have to have the paid chat. It also knows me. So this is the part where it really becomes your business partner. If you keep using it and it holds memory, it connects all the dots. It knows me. I can start a chat at any point and start talking about a client or problem or lead magnet or business plan. And it kind of puts it together. So it's interesting what it's come up with here. Yeah. Okay. See immediately, this is very useful. And this is like baby step number one. You put in a basic prompt. It's giving me some strategic stuff to talk about here. It's a bit general, and I'm going to show you why I'm showing you this in a minute, because it's giving me some great stuff. Okay, that's very nice. But it knows me. Note, look, signature method, align, belief coding, neuroscience. I haven't told it anything, but it knows all my work. It's so cool. But the only reason it knows my work is because I use it all the time with everything. Okay. So over a period of time, it's like my best friend. It knows everything about me. This is why, and this is actually why I like chat. Claude's really good for Claude Code and building apps and all that kind of thing. It's awesome. But I can tell you this, I have been literally asking the same prompt of Claude and chat recently. And I'm not saying, but I'm actually preferring chat, probably because chat knows me. So I think when people kind of say Claude's better for the coding, it's better for the Claude one. You want to do all the fancy stuff. At the basic level, if you just want to use it for basic marketing and business production, chat's every bit as good. And you have these GPTs. Now, you just see me create a basic prompt, and you can obviously, it's not going to do this to you. It's going to ask you questions because it knows me. So it's already adding in the info. But why would we want a GPT instead? So on the left here, I have all the GPTs. Now I'm going to go to this one. This is one of my business partners. So again, it'll switch in a minute. We have a cup of tea while we're waiting. Okay, right, here we go. Authority Story Architect. Now, this is a GPT. So this is, if you like, a prompt that I put in a container that's like, it's like a specialized little GPT. It's a chat GPT that's only focused on my authority story. So very, very useful here. So here I am, I'm a life coach, and I want to have authority be the go-to authority in my space. And I have created various conversation starters in this GPT, as you can see. It only shows 4, but there are actually others. And you can say mm, you can actually go to it and say, what do you do? And it'll tell you and it'll ask you questions. But these are prompts for like people are like, what do I do? I've got to this GPT, what do I do? So I use this to turn my experience. Let's use this one. I'm thinking, do you know what? I need to refresh my business method. We're all taught to sell a method rather than, so I'm not a coach. I'm a coach with this special methodology, whatever it is. I have something called Unstoppable You. It's not a methodology, actually. I just help people that change their identity so they can have what they want. So let's extract your authority conversion story. Who is your ideal client? So you pop in here, but let's just do it. 40-year-old older women with frustration about it'll work out the typos about lives and who want more. I'm being purposely vague. Let's see what it said. Okay. So if you're like starting out
So
your
Lisa, if you just, are these GPTs public or these are private to you on your own account?
they're private to me unless I give you the link.
Hmm.
Yes. You can publish them
Right.
and put them on the GPT store, but I haven't.
Right. Okay. Understood.
Because I'm kind of using them for me and then using them as lead magnets and or giving them to certain clients. So people are very nice to me, they work with me. Okay, so here we go. We need to tighten this so everyone recognizes themselves. So you see how this is like my business partner. Like I'd probably be paying £500 an hour to someone to like sit there and talk to them. And it's jumping in, asking the right questions. I answer the questions, and if I keep going, it'll burrow down until it gets me exactly a story that I want, my position, my authority position. I haven't got the time here to go through the whole thing, but this this one is designed to create your authority story. It was actually the result of my wanting to look into being a TED Talk speaker. And that's about being a go-to authority in your specialist area. And so I created this, although this doesn't say, how to create a TED Talk. You could write one on how to create a TED Talk. You could also feed in like all the most successful TED Talks. In fact, this is a really good idea. Someone should do this. TED Talk. I mean, I'm going to have a go. I'll do this, but you feed in the best TED Talks. And obviously, the best thing that AI is good at is pattern analysis. So then you can find out what patterns are in the best TED Talks. Because if you hire a TED Talk speaker, that's what she'll tell you. Oh, this kind of thing, it needs to be 5 minutes, then 20 minutes, and you need to do this, and blah, 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 blah. But you know that there's the method, right? There's something that everyone, the most successful TED Talks have, the most successful speakers have. So you can use a GPT like this. You could do a course. I could say to it, can you create me a course on creating your authority story? I mean, it's like amazing. It could do. So anyway, let's play with another one. Hang on. But I'm going to save the new jacking for a minute. What's this one? I can't even remember what this one does. Some of them are a bit out there. So this one is a little more strategic oracle. So this one, reverse engineers goals into elite execution systems. How cool is that? Build me a system. Oh, let's play with that one. I love that reverse engineer path to get to the top MBA thing. So this one I think actually one or two of these are private that I can't even share the link because sometimes when you're making a GPT, it says you're too close to some existing famous person. Like if you say the word Tony Robbins, it won't let you create it. He was like, I don't know why. It's like, oh, you must be stealing his stuff or something. Here you go, reverse engineer a system to produce 10K a month. I mean, wouldn't this be useful? Like now you guys can go do this. And you can current income sources of any, primary skills, weekly hours available, starting capital. Excuse my French. This is amazing. And so when I go like, oh, duh, the life coaching, I need more money. What can I do? I can come into my strategic oracle and just say, look, I've got 1,000 quid. How do we turn it into 5 in 2 weeks? And I've got this idea, or I've got this product, or I could do that. I've half started this course. What do you think? And I just chat to it through here. So that's another business partner. Then da, 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 da. I don't even what let's have a look at this one. I think this one here is actually life. Ah, no, this might be one of the Think and Grow Rich ones. I can't. Yes, this is so I'm a life coach. So in my business, I give my clients GPT, so they have me in between sessions, right? So that I never leave their side. They've got me. So and now I could create a clone and I could have me on. I can do all that. You can do that using Delphi. You can create a clone. Those of you I think know Rob Moore, he's done that. Tony Robbins has done that. Dean Grazia has done that. That's fine. But I don't really need to because this does the same thing. It's just like this stuff's better than me anyway. Um, this is for my clients that detects mental traps and drifting. And I've used Napoleon Hill as a knowledge base. So, because you can feed into the GPTs stories, books, knowledge, your thoughts, your work, videos. You can say use this as a basis, use this as a basis. So that's cool. Okay, enough of that. Right. Now then, let me go back to, go switch screens again. Sorry, guys, it's a bit slow. So I'm still saving the news jacking because that's my favorite one. Come back to that in a minute. So we're going to go back to the slides and then we're going to back here. Okay, cool. Got that point. So, like I said, I spent a lot of money learning how to do Facebook marketing and online marketing, but I didn't trust myself. I didn't believe myself. I had huge self-doubts, huge imposter syndrome. And the AI has made the difference now. Now I've changed screens. It doesn't want to go forward. Hang on. Oh, maybe that wasn't the last slide, I don't think. Acting like it was the last slide. I don't think it was. No, there we go. Here we go. I hope I didn't roll on too many because I am hitting it. Like thing when you just hit the key, go, go on, damn it, change, and then it doesn't change. Your product builder GPT. So demo prompt, create £27 digital product that teaches entrepreneurs how to build their first AI employee. Your GPTs are like an employee. Imagine you said to the intern, go research. I did this. Go research the best life coaches in the world. Tell me their methodology. Tell me their best way of using business. And I put together the best life coaching I'm going to tell you, my program's really good. I analyzed the entire world. My mentor, Tony Robbins, of course, but I didn't just do him. I did a whole bunch of other Jay Shetty, Mel Robbins, and I added in Joe Dispenza, Bob Proctor, put everyone together, analyzed their methodology, brought out the very, very best and put it into my own scheme for how I want to work with clients. So that's how I built my product. But you can have a product builder. You can use one of the strategic ones. You can have an offer creation one. Don't actually, the GPT is hidden. The one I have an offer creation one, which you just put in your offer and it analyzes your offer. I have to tell you something funny, guys. So I'm in this business group this very, very nice business group. And I don't buy their product. I have to say but I go to all their free stuff because it's really interesting. And she, the lady there, they're taught to do their, I help people doing XYZ statement. And in the group, when everyone does it, I take theirs and I rework it in my offer creation GPT. And then I do like 5 versions and I post it in the group and people go, oh, Lisa, you're so good at that. And I just laugh. I don't tell them. It never occurs to them I'm using AI. But you're like, why not, right? Because it's far better. You can give me 5 different versions of their offer and rewords it far faster than I can. And they're like, that's so good. Thank you so much. Anyway, so I sort of had to do the helping out thing in the group. So you can have your product builder GPT and the newsjacking. Now, obviously, so you've got your product, you've got your offer, whatever you're doing, your marketing, your social media content. You can have a content creation GPT, and you can literally say, I need you to create 10 posts this week. Now, those of you who know Rob Moore, you know that one of Rob Moore's key tips for social media is newsjacking. And newsjacking is where you make your content relevant to what's going on. So the obvious thing that we would newsjack right now would be something to do with the Iran war because it's trending everywhere. So, for example, let's do it. We'll go back. Now I'm going to change screens again. Probably should. I can't log in twice. I could log in twice over there, but that's just easy. I'm going to go back. We're going to go back to the Newsjacking app. I'm going to show you what I mean. There. Now you all get this one tonight. This is your freebie for coming. I will post it probably in the chat. And if you haven't got it, just if for some reason you can't get it, just message me afterwards and you'll get it. Where's it gone? Here it is. I have to say this one is one of my, it's not my proudest one. I'll tell you my proudest one at the end, but this one is very cool. But my proudest one's not really for business. It's more for fun, but right, has it come through here? Yes, here we go. Now, I'm going to actually start here and say, how can I use you?
Lisa, have you tried using Whisperflow yet?
I had a look at it and I was like, I didn't know if I needed it really. Are
Trust
you
me.
using Whisper?
Yeah, and it's easy to forget to, but things like this, it would be so easy for you to just speak the prompt after rather than having to type the speed you can type and then get errors and so on.
Oh,
It's yeah,
I do
yeah.
normally speak to it, but I'm just doing it. I'm not speaking to it because I'm
No, no, but it's
home.
also obviously you had the voice already in GPT, which is great, but Whisperflow works for everything else. It basically replaces your keyboard is the idea of it.
It connects to apps, doesn't it? Yeah.
Yeah,
It
the app
connects.
basically just on a desktop when you're using a
But that's
laptop. Yeah,
brilliant. No, I will. I
yeah.
think I looked at it and then I've been so busy. I must go and play with it. Yeah, definitely. Okay. So here it explains what this does. So this is seriously cool. Which my bloody bar keeps being over the bit I can't see, but I don't know why it won't float up. Anyway, how to prompt me. So this is what you fill in. You put the headline, kind of headline you want, the audience it's for, the angle you have an idea about, and the platform and the tone. So the headline is the news or story trend you want to leverage, the Iran war. Audience, my case, female founders, women over 40, executives, da, da, da. Angle, perspective or takeaway. For my case, it may be the strategic shift that we're at war and you're going to be more stressed. And so going to need to be more unstoppable than ever. You're going to need to get out of your own way. And it's a good idea to have your own sovereignty in the uncertain future. So that's kind of, you can see what I would do without using this. Okay, so let's now put this in here. So you can put anything in here. Let's just watch it work. And here we go. So the headline. So let's go Iran war and the audience, women over 40 and the angle, oops, sovereignty. Come on, don't let me down now, internet. Bing. Or maybe it's because I can't see the screen. There we go. Okay, so it's immediately going to look up Iran war. started there. I haven't answered, it hasn't answered the other question. If I do everything on my phone, so I'm a phone first person. So I'm going to go angle is sovereignty. So when I'm even typing like this, I feel like an idiot. There we go. Angle is sovereignty. Can't remember the other thing now. I forgot English as a post. It's actually telling me because I didn't type it in the way and I was doing enter. I think it's gone somewhere else. Anyway, you get to see the point if you actually just do what it says, not what I did. Example, we want you to know, okay, if we go to the right, create me the article. So it's asking me more questions, it's got this, you obviously can refine it. And then, right, okay, let's just do it. So let's go 3 sovereignty angles. Angles. And what's it going to give us? I mean, you can all play with this. So the core idea, women over 40, layoffs, rising costs, positioning message, the core idea. Okay, so it's given me the actual basis, you can write it yourself. So you could actually, because I have a content one, you could copy that and then put it into your content producer. Or, okay, so I'm going to ask it if you want. Okay, it's going to give me sovereignty hooks. I'm just going to just write me best Facebook post for this. See what it's. Let's see what it does. Doo-dee-doo-dee-doo. Okay, it's still giving it to me. Yeah, yeah. So if you took out the word hook expansion authority bills, there's an article there. So your hook is a conversation around war is getting louder, so you catch people's attention. Oh my God, yeah, that's so true. How sovereign is my life? I don't know. God, that makes them think, right? Pattern interrupt. Then you're expanding it. Then your authority bill, in my case, it's women over 40. And I could put that in a Facebook post because quite long format posts are actually kind of cool right now. Kind of people getting a bit bored with reels, so that reels are still cool, but people are quite liking long text posts now and like storytelling like this. So because you can also have a content GPT where you discuss this at length, like should I do reels or should I do this or should I do the other, and you can ask it for the analysis and what's the most successful, or you can screenshot your Facebook dashboard and put that in and say, well, look, this is what's happening. What can I do to improve? It's so cool what you can do. Don't forget to screenshot things. People are like, how do I get it in there? Just screenshot on your phone and ChatGPT will read it. It'll also now analyze YouTube videos. And there you go. So obviously you take the word close out, you take the word authority out, but it's written me a long form. Now, if you say, actually, I need it. So let's do that. So I want a shorter, powerful version. See what it says. See what it comes up with. Okay, there's a shorter version. Everyone's watching the headlines, wars, economic tension. Yeah. I mean, then you could like, oh, I don't like that. Maybe we like go back. Okay, let's not have it be about war. Let's have it be the suffering of war or something else. So you could go back and start again until you've got what you want. But it's really cool. You literally put in 4 lines and then it'll create that. And it's doing it technically now. I'm going to create one on Dan Kennedy. So Dan Kennedy wrote a book of like 31 secrets of copy or something. I'm going to go find it. I've made a note to do that. And then you can imagine I put that into a GPT, or you could put it in a prompt, put it in a GPT, because I like using those. And then make that the rules for your copy. So your copy has to tick all 31 points because at the end of the day, copy is a science. And so this is perfect for AI. And then you can have it be an expert, like maybe your copy in your type of business is slightly different. You can say, like, I'm a plumber. What's the best way to get to my audience? And it'll say, well, people are always like in an emergency, they only call a plumber when they're in an emergency. So they're not looking for you on a general basis. They're going to look for you when they're in need. And they'll have that conversation. So you have to really get strategic about, they have to know about you. So when they need a plumber, they come to you, not the other bloke. So maybe an educational post, and they're always seeing you. Oh, Jack the plumber, must remember. Oh, my kitchen fellow called Jack the plumber. So as you can see, so this is a really fun one. And then the last one I'm going to show you is this one. This one here. Okay, this is a fun one. I love this one. It's not a business tool at all. So I just create these things for fun. This one I'm going to show you, and then I'm going to kind of get back to the presentation and wrap up because this is kind of the point here. This one is a great minds dinner party, and 6 historical leaders debate modern questions at your dinner table. Okay, who should we have come to dinner? Give me 6 famous people. Anyone, shout. Give me a famous person. Who?
I'd like to see Genghis Khan, actually.
Okay. Now you spelled Genghis Khan, but let's sure. Okay.
And Shakespeare.
Okay, good.
Enid Blyton.
Enid Blyton?
Yes.
That's an interesting one. Okay, anyone else? Can have up to 6. Okay, should we hold on that one? Oh, Dalai Lama. Ooh. Yes, well, that's Lama. Yeah, I spelled it with the one. Okay, there's a nice mix. Okay, what's the topic, guys? Give me a topic. Could be anything. Come on, guys. Come on, topic. What are they going to talk about? What do you want to ask them?
The art of war. Why not?
Okay. So what about the art of war? It has to be a question.
What about the art of... So question could be, if they've read it, what's their best and biggest takeaway? And if they haven't read it, why not?
Is your biggest takeaway from reading the art of war? And if they haven't read it, don't know what it's going to do with that, because it's an interesting why. Oh, sorry. Normally it figures out my bad typing. Okay, let's have it. That might confuse that last bit. Let's just see what it does, the why not part, but I just did it anyway. Okay, round 1, opening statements. Greatest lesson is simply the best victory. I see in the text a mirror to the human soul. Sun Tzu writes not merely of armies, but of theatre strategy. It's cool, guys, you see? And Enid Blyton, oh, he didn't read it. He said he didn't read it. Dalai Lama has encountered its ideas, which also implies he hasn't read it. And so it goes on. You've got to admit, this is cool, funny. And it goes on to do challenges, and you can actually ask them to say, can so-and-so ask a question, blah, blah, blah. So that it gives you that, and then it goes on to say, ask a follow-up to one guest, pit 2 guests head-to-head, or change the topic, or add or remove a guest. So it's kind of like the best game ever. So I got this idea from Think and Grow Rich, which has something called the Council, because Napoleon Hill was really big on masterminds. And so that's why it's called the Council Debate. because I created an app on the council, and then I suddenly went, oh wow! Rather than the Wise Business Council of like Think and Grow Rich, it was like, how about we do this? So anyway, so as you can see, right, let's get back to my slides. I think I might have one more slide. As you can see, you can do anything. So that's really for fun, but it's to show the versatility of any kind of logic applied very, very neatly to a GPT. I mean, you can do it in a prompt as well. Again, they're just prompts in containers. So hang on, let me read the chat. Let's see if there's anything I've missed there. Again, just can't know. I think it's what you were saying. Cool. And move on. Again, delay, screen doesn't move. Try again. It's so slow. Come on, screen. Let's go. Try using that. No. Okay. Oh, there we go. Viral content creator, we already talked about that. You can ask it for viral hooks. You can get platform optimized captions, hashtags, script ideas. Obviously, you can have a viral content creator that writes your scripts and then pop it in Synthesia or 11 Labs or HeyGen, which are, I like Synthesia, did a masterclass on Synthesia. Don't get on with HeyGen. HeyGen's on your phone, which is really convenient, but it doesn't seem to work very well on the phone. And you can do text to video or text to clone, avatar. It's super cool. So you can create a GPT that then you've got all your scripts. You're just going to stick them on 11 Labs, and you can stick those over like on TikTok account. You can have what those funky ones that have the pretty music and the pictures and a man talking like this when you're really, and then they get 10,000 views, and you're like, oh my hell. But that's the way to do it. Lead generation engine. Ooh, I actually created that. I did create that, but I'm not going to switch screens again now. So create a lead magnet for entrepreneurs who want to use AI as a business partner. So we'll come back to that in a minute, and let me see what else we got here. Sales GPT. So I created one that actually you can put in their objection, or you can have it listening on the call, and then as they object, it tells you like how to counter the objection. So that's really cool. I don't really do high ticket sales calls. I try to use magnetic marketing and have people just kind of talk to me. I don't do high pressure sales, but the people who are like really expert at closing and you're going to do this and you got to do that, be really useful. I was taught to do high ticket sales by the guy years ago, but I don't really do it. So you can work out how to, sales pitches. You can work out, it's a great sparring partner for practicing your sales. If you're like a little bit nervous, get on the phone with someone, talk about your offer. You can have the GPT be the buyer and you're the seller, and it's a business partner, right? It's endless possibilities here. So you have a simple AI business system. You can literally create a dream team of GPTs and use them: content, lead magnets, email follow-up, convert offers. Basically, anything you see here can be turned into a GPT, and then you have a little stream of agents. Now, this is baby bull, right? Once you get more sophisticated, you can move on to Claude and Claude Code and create agents and put it in your mini Mac and have it do everything. But that's just not for beginners. That's like that's the next step. So like get used to using AI as a business partner this way with prompts in Claude or GPTs in chat. And then when you're ready, you can go the next level. That's what I recommend people are starting out. And and so invitation, the reason I do this, obviously, I do it, I love it. Okay. I love sharing my great minds GPT. But I actually do help people do this. So I act as a coach, course creator, small business, early entrepreneur, a consultant. I will help you create your GPTs. I start very cheaply, £97. if you want me to help you just go through all the AI that you should use and what you should do, and even give you as like a beginning roadmap, it's £97. If you want to work with me more and like help you actually
What's
create
the
the
matter?
GPTs, then it goes up from there. So you hop on a call, yes, a sales call, and we just chat about what you might want, and we do that. And I can do it with you, I can do it for you, or I can tell you what to do. So that is what I offer. So that is why I have AI as a business partner, because then I'm actually helping myself and helping other people. And let me see, I think that was the last slide. So that was it. So I'm going to close the share. I do actually have one more thing to show you. So one more thing. And let's see, I just want to see if it's actually in the GPT, because I created it this evening and I have a feeling, I'm not sure if it's actually, not sure if it's gone through. You just look. Hero's Journey. Are you all familiar? The Hero's Journey is part of storytelling, the Hero's Journey. So I have a Hero's Journey GPT.
I've actually never read the book. It is on my ever-growing
Yeah.
to read
Well,
list.
yeah, it's really good. And it just gives you the basic outline. It's a step thing. And again, it's a pattern. So you put that pattern in your stories, they'll be more effective. So the hero's journey, you put your story in and it makes it into a hero's journey. Oh, the other one isn't there. Hang on. That's not the one, strategic. No, this pattern. No. So don't know why it's not there, because I created it. I did wonder if it's not. So just so you know, just a hack, the GPTs, there's more GPTs than ever show up here. And if you can't find them, firstly, save them somewhere else, because it is quite tricky. But if you can't find them, what you do is you go explore GPTs. Sorry, it's slow. And if I can see the screen, because it's going to be, here we go. And I search for myself.
So really, the GPTs, they're kind of like a memory bank for any given, because obviously you can ask ChatGPT any
Yes,
of the questions you've asked it without having
yes,
a GPT, but you get
yes.
a generalized
Yes, now,
answer.
well,
Yeah.
that's true with some of them. Like, you couldn't just ask it to do the Great Minds dinner. You think about it, because it has to actually. You could ask it, but I've
Yeah,
created a capsule. So
right.
the Great Minds thing, and here's one also.
It's the training idea where
Yeah, it's
you've
the
given it a
training.
preset.
It's
Yeah,
collective information. I think it's a container of information.
yeah.
Um, Let me just see if I can find the other one. See, look, I've got DTA Content Partner that creates content for me. I have a prompt architect. Now, this is clever. So, I mean, I don't really do prompts, but like if you want to prompt, like you want to use prompt Claude, you could get all your prompts here and then take them over to Claude, because Claude doesn't have GPTs. And as you can see, I have a lot of sort of woo-woo ones to the life coaching. And I'm just going to go back to one at the top in a minute. If it allows, I'm just trying to look and see if I can find the other one. Universal Law Business Pattern, Performance Copywriter, for my clients, Unstoppable You. Oh, look, here's a vibe coding website builder one. So it helps me to like create websites. These ones are
Which
my
platforms,
ones.
which have you used is it Lovable to create your websites? Or?
Uh, Actually, I haven't created a website. I've just created the system. I use System for Funnels. I don't
Right,
actually do websites. I mean, so I use that to put all the copy in my funnels. So yes,
right.
I don't bother with Lovable, but yes, Lovable
Yeah,
would
okay.
be
That's what you use. Yeah, yeah.
yeah. And I haven't redone my website, so I probably will need to do that. It's actually on my list of things to do. But I hate tech, remember? So it's like, even though I could vibe code it, I'm like, oh, I need to go and fiddle with it. Um, this one here. Okay, so why does this one look different? That's really interesting. Okay, start chat. So this one here is your birth business decode. I know it's a copy. I might have more than one, but let's just click chat. So this example, this is decode your soul strategy and money frequency and business blueprint using your birth date. So this one you probably can do with the prompts because you're just putting your birth date in. But I have a partner one, and I don't see it here, and I'm not going to fiddle with it now, but I have a partner one that you get to put your birth date and your partner's birth date, and then you work out the compatibility using numerology. Now, again, that wouldn't be possible. The only reason I like discussing that one because that's different as a prompt. It's like, well, you could do it just for you, but to having this that you can stick anyone's birth date in, any partner, and you can do, so it's again, it's just a contained math, and that's why I love ChatGPT because I really like creating these, and I find them very useful, and they're my business partners. But obviously, AI is a business partner, whether you use GPTs or not. If you're using Claude, it's fine. And then you can use Lovable for websites. You can use Whisper. You can create apps on Gemini. You can, I thought the sky is the limit. It's endless. It's absolutely endless. But the most important thing that I want you to take away today, if you're going to use AI as a business partner, is you need to use it, and you need to use it, I reckon, at least 2 hours a day. So you need to be putting stuff into Chat or Claude, whichever one you're going to use, or Gemini, or Perplexity, but it's more expensive. The reason it works so well for me as my business strategic partner now is it knows me. It's known me for a year and a half. It knows my pain. It knows my pleasure. It knows my struggles. It knows my failed businesses, my good businesses, the ones that work. And that's what you want. So you want to work with it. And if you have already got content, then you want to feed it into it. Like you create a GPT for content. Say, this is my current content. I want more like this. Or I don't like this. This is not working. That's how you use AI as a business partner. And that concludes the presentation. Obviously, if you have any questions or the GPT, hang on, let me just see if I can get you, I'll put it in the chat. I've got to go to WhatsApp and see if I've got let's see, loading your chats. Wasn't preloaded. Actually, maybe I can get it from here. I think. Copy it from here. Bear with me. I'll give you so you can then all go and play with the news tracking one. Let's see if I can copy it from here. See if I can. Might have to. Oh, I know, because I'm in Zoom on the other one. I'll take it from here. Hold on. That is why I always have myself in here twice, because it really helps. That's for this kind of thing. Let me go and I'm just going to pop this in the chat. Just bear with me. I'm going to my phone, go to my notes. In my notes, I have a GPT list because that's the easiest way to keep a copy. Just so I can do it really quickly that way. And I'm going to pop it in the Zoom chat from my other self. Paste. There you go, guys. Now that link won't allow you to edit it. I mean, you can use it, obviously, but you can get the link to this, but you can't change it. So, but you can play to your heart's content, add the whatever. If you don't know how to remember, if you don't know what to do with it, ask it. It'll tell you how to do, what to do with it, what you need. Have I gone back?
And obviously, if you want to create your own GPT, you ask ChatGPT how to do that.
You ask how to do it. Exactly. Now, if you'd come last week, we covered that. We did a whole class, and that is how you do it. And if you're really nice to me,
I click that link and it opened my GPT.
Yeah, you can ask GPT, but I could also just give you the slide.
Yeah, it did.
But yeah, I mean, the thing is that, as you know, this is what people need to understand, and you know this, Jason, is you don't know something and you want to know how to tell it to do something, you ask it to tell you how to do something.
Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's come up now. Great.
Exactly.
So can I save that so it's there on my GPTs?
Save that, and then you click on it and it'll open it anywhere. So you guys save that, and if for any reason it doesn't work, get back to me. It should work fine.
Well, sorry, how do I save it? Is it there?
Copy it from the chat.
Keep in sidebar. There we go. Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's opened in my GPT, so now I've got it in my sidebar. There we go.
Oh, there you
DreamGPT.
go. But well
Yeah.
done, brilliant. So you just copy and paste it into a note, and then you can just click on it. It'll open
Oh, yeah. Well,
ChatGPT. So
got
yeah.
it anyway. But
So
yeah,
you know,
right.
so we are good. Does
So,
anyone have any questions
well,
about
that's
anything?
it was so. I understand now your perspective as a business partner, which is it basically doubles your brain. So it's a
It's
thinking
expanded
resource,
consciousness.
and obviously it's important. Do
Yes.
you use any AI tools as staff members? If you're thinking from a different perspective, it's like the idea is eventually you'll have enough. You
Yes.
won't need anything more from your business partner. You've actually just got to go into the market.
Yes. But you need to have something that connects through APIs in order for it to connect with other things. For example, so which is what Claudebot does.
Well, and I challenge that. No, I haven't. The reason I ask, and that's kind of why I'm here, is that I haven't actually gone live on those yet. All I know they're out there. But for example, Manus is a no-code agentic platform I haven't used yet, but I've watched a
Yes,
video
no,
or
I
two.
haven't used that either. But
But so, are you currently? Do you have any AI agents that
no,
are
I don't
working?
have
Right.
any
Okay.
AI agents. No,
Yet.
no, like I
Yet.
said, that's the next thing for me
Right.
to play around with,
Understood.
and then I
Understood.
can
Yeah.
start playing with that.
Yeah.
But I've been watching the whole Claude conversations, and that's the interesting, because I went to Claude and I said, can I just do this? If I go and buy a Mac Mini, can I do this? And it told me I couldn't, which I thought was really interesting. It said, no, you need to be able to code a bit. I'm like, well, I don't code, so we can't do it then. I was like, what? So I'm not even sure if it's right. That's what it said to me.
But
And it
obviously,
said, no, no, you can't do
Claudebot.
that. So
Claudebot's nothing to do with Claudebot's nothing to do with Claude. But the friend of mine, I think I shared a video with you that so he has two instances of Claudebot on two different computers, each running a different Claude account. He's a programmer, like he fell
yes,
down this rabbit hole
yes,
kind
yes,
of two
yes,
years
yes,
ago.
yes, exactly.
But his two agents, oh no, he was drunk at a party and someone, oh yeah, just speak in the website that you want, and then the website, the domain name was registered, and they coded and published a website autonomously. But then I've also I shared with you in the group, like I haven't seen him working yet, but a client that I'm doing work for, he has a Marvelism account, so he's got agents that do filter his mailbox, and that's something I shifted my VA off of because I had one that was just keeping a couple of hours a week, keeping my mail
Yeah,
inboxes down, but I don't
yeah,
actually know what she was filtering out or not. So I stopped doing that. I've given her another task now.
yeah,
But I kind of want to let it build up a bit, and then I will get an AI agent to filter my
yes,
mailbox for me. That's like the most basic one.
yes.
Um, and then I will install a voice AI onto my mobile phone because I like
What to
if you
answer for you?
so it'll answer for me, but then just either invite you to
Wow.
schedule a call if it's something important or not. But I haven't
Yeah,
done that yet. That's
yeah.
all kind of on my to-do list. But
So exactly. So
um,
you're on this pathway. You see, you're very much on this pathway. But I mean, you're like ahead. I mean, the thing is, most of the people that are even in my WhatsApp group are like really ahead. The average person is still not where you're at anywhere
no,
near.
not at all. Well, I say I haven't actually been using it yet. This is the difference. So this is where I've got to jump because I'm short of time, and so I should be leveraging.
Yeah,
Which is why I was keen to work with some just to hear your story about how you are
yeah,
actually using it, not just.
yeah,
Um, but
yes.
I just say I know what I've got to do, and I do build websites, and I have used. I just tested. I think I output two from just Claude.ai. It wasn't even Claude Cowork, but I saw an interesting video about Gemini because obviously Google's the Google sees every website in the world. That's what they do, and I know. So I would actually, I'm gonna, I've got a couple of websites that need to be built, so I'm
Yeah.
going to use those as test cases and get Gemini to do that for me.
Yes,
Um,
I created an app on Gemini, and it was really interesting. It was a very steep learning curve because I had to get, this is the thing, is to create something outside of an LLM, like a standalone, you have to have the API key. And it should be easy, but it wasn't. It took me all night to like work out how to do it. And ChatGPT taught me through it. Literally, I've sat there like, now what do I do? Oh, that didn't work. I'll try this. Oh, that didn't work.
yeah,
Eventually, I did it. I was so
yeah.
bored by the end of it. I was like, oh, 'cause
Well, that was so. But again, obviously on websites, because I have my own shared hosting account,
yes,
I got it to export an HTML file, which I could then myself upload onto a server, and it was there. That was great. But
yeah,
yeah, I got friends so a guy I'm working with, he's created a lovable website for his business.
yes,
Well, on the second page, all the navigation links are broken, and it's a simple error that beginner beginner web developers make,
yes.
but it's actually not it's not a 1 minute job to fix it because you could
Yeah.
tell it to try and fix that and something else will break. And so it's this whole idea of this black box thing. So
Yes.
you've got to use it where you use it. But yeah, when it's not going to put us all out of work just yet. Yeah.
No, it's not. It's definitely not. I think we've got a while yet. And again, and this is the point. If you're a software guy already, you can use it, and it becomes very effective because you can fix it. But if you're like me, a no code person, you're so reliant on it working, and then when it doesn't work, you're like ah. So, but yeah, but it's still fascinating where we're going.
Mm.
So
Most definitely. I do like you. So the idea of your GPTs. So again, I kind of know them, but I haven't used them. So that's interesting seeing how you've picked out that use case for that. So
yes,
it kind of
and
it's
it
encapsulated.
and I think because I'm not tech. I find it relatively easy for me. It's
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
dream
Fair.
team.
Yeah.
And I think there's a lot of coaches and non-tech people that, like I said, I think this is an entryway. And then when you get good at using it this way, then you go, oh, okay, now I'm ready to go and use Manos or, start
Move
doing
to the
other
next. Yeah.
things.
Yeah.
So this is just it's an entry because that's how you learn tech. I think if you learn coding, you start with just like, coding a tiny little piece. You don't go and try and code War and Peace. So I no, if there are no more questions, I
Not right
shall
now.
wrap
No,
it
thank you.
up.
No,
Thank you all
been
so
great.
much for your time.
Been great seeing your perspective and yeah,
Yeah, I'm glad you enjoyed it.
and
I'm
we're on the
definitely
journey.
enjoyed it. I hope you enjoyed it. And any questions? Are you guys all on the WhatsApp?
We're in the
Are you
WhatsApp
on the
group. Yeah.
WhatsApp? Okay, let me just put that in the if you text me if you haven't already, just to make sure, and I will add you to the WhatsApp group. I have an AI WhatsApp group. Then it's actually really nice. People share ideas. Well, like Jason shared ideas. So text me and just say add me to the AI WhatsApp. So it's like 40 people. It's like a friendly community. It's free, and just anyone that I meet who's interested, I'm like saying be in there because we share ideas. I let you know what's coming up as well. But also things like Jason shares great things and
Yeah.
lots
Just
of
don't
people
share
have.
Ponzi business money making ideas. That's right. We got rid of him, didn't we,
Whoops,
eventually?
whoops.
Yeah.
He didn't
Yeah.
apologize.
All good.
Okay, guys, it's been a pleasure. It's been really lovely to see you all and see some faces. Have a lovely Monday night. Take care.
Be good. Bye bye.
Bye.